today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 15 carries, 60 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, Hogan gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Hogan will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. From the gun, Hogan, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Hogan, that is caught by Cohen. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Wasser set to kick off.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And James has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
1st down, Bears.
Operating from the gun, Hogan. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Byron Jones. The 2nd down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. Little short pass to James. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Williams. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tua now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Steven Sims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before break. Hogan. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start with a rematch of Super Bowl 31. No Brett Favre or Drew Bledsoe, though. It's Green Bay visiting New England, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Devin Singletary with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Rohrwasser.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's up across the 20. .25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, Barber loses it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Hogan. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Hogan, he completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Hogan. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He is good. Makes the score Dolphins 14. Bears.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
38-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
The 21-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barber. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Here's Barber. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Barber. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hogan gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Hogan, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Barber. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's James. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A carry for Barber. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down. Today's final score, Dolphins.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next.